and blows up the Twin Towers. You want to tell me that all of that is the Muslims? You're a moron. Do this. How? When Israel has complete control over the FBI, Mossad has infiltrated every aspect of the CIA and FBI. They had all of the money, all of the resources to commit this terrorist attack. The Twin Towers, I'm from New York, they blew up. The towers were built to withstand a plane flying into it. Yeah. Okay? There was thermite that was found in the beams that were destroyed. How is it possible that the passports of these so-called Muslim terrorists survived this complete catastrophe? What about the dancing Israelis, the 5 Mossad agents that were arrested across the river in Hoboken with bomb residue in their van, with over $10,000 in cash, different passports, okay, from different countries, and then they were deported back to Israel? What about Larry Silverstein, who's Jewish, by the way, and his best friend is Benjamin Netanyahu, who took out an insurance policy on the Twin Towers because he owned them, and he took out a very convenient insurance policy covering terrorism, and then a few days later, terrorism happens and blows up the Twin Towers. You want to tell me that all of that is the Muslims? You're a moron. Do this.
Yo, what's good? This video came up and I thought I would post something real fast since everybody's moving to Upscrolled. Well, right as I left TikTok weeks ago, this phone quit here. And actually, before that, I got banned and it didn't quit. Lost my other phone off the dirt bike, whatever. You know what I'm saying? TikTok. Oh, just flip the camera. We're all moving to places like Upscrolled. You're learning them, you're noticing. Well, you're wondering, oh yeah, the Jew over here, you know. That's cool. Sorry, I gotta change this title. If you're moving, I'm working the radio station too, but if you're moving, here's the thing y'all need to know. A lot of people still don't understand. Larry Silverstein, who took over TikTok, is the man behind 9/11. Is the man that, like, pretty much the dude that pretty much owned the Twin Towers. That, I mean, if he put the insurance claim on it, usually you put a claim on it or you get insurance as the owner, right? Maybe I'm tripping. Well, I didn't know I could go get insurance on my grandma's car. Y'all tell me how to do that without her there and without I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So Larry Silverstein's behind 9/11, the Patriot Act, the downfall of America. Him and best friends with Netanyahu. Ever since we blessed Israel in the 30s, it's been hell since gotten here. He's behind all that. He wants to just completely override TikTok, the biggest app of discussion. It was the best app. Anyone can join in seconds. Be in the box, give an opinion, uncensored. Of course, you know they were censored. It's the least censored part was the live. And so I don't know. It's just, thought y'all should know that Larry Silverstein is the Jew behind TikTok. I mean, behind 9/11. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. It is their religions. These are Talmudists. So when you see these neighborhoods all dressed the same, just like these other Talmudists, they either look like us or they look all the black hats and the everything else, and they all look like clones dressed like that. They're all Talmudists. There is no different type of Jew when it comes to the Talmud. They all. It's about like, oh, I'm pretty sure that like everyone here in the government sat there and either did that shit willingly, wanting to do it, or they just sat, or they just did it in order to get famous, or they sat there and let it happen, or know that it's going on. Well, that's what it's like to be a Jew. You don't hear nothing from any Jew whatsoever because, well, maybe he didn't rape kids, but his family does, and he can't speak against it. It's like if that's your religion, you can't. If that was, let's be for real here. Hypothetically, if that was a part of the Christian religion, and we couldn't tell anybody, and then we're all normalized to it, right? Think about that for a second. And they're all asking you and shit like that. But think about that. Would you? And then let's say it gets out there and everybody, just think about that. Hypothetically, put yourself in that shoe. Most people that are Christians are going to say, well, if you were raised in a country, let's say, not America, we were raised that it was wrong. TV, movies, commercials all say, stop, don't do that. Red light, all them songs, right? About that's wrong. So she said, what's what makes sex not rape, consent, all that bullshit. Well, imagine being raised in a place where 109 countries, if I'm offended, they, the world finally gives you a place, right, to be yourselves, full on, uncensored, unredacted, just to raise your generations of 18 kids, a family, to be all just openly just disgusting and satanic as that. Just at least in Israel, they're all raised like that. And I've had people that are Jews come straight up tell me that. But then when I say 109 times, what's your take on the Talmud? They all flounder like do the typical, oh, how dare you? I'm offended. Typical Jew Karen thing, proving it was fake. But yeah, Jews even admit it now. They brag about it over there, all the stuff that we're saying. So for those of you saying that still haven't caught up to speed, yes, it's majority of the Jews. Yes, Israel, it's fluent. I mean, just think about that. That's Israel. It's fluently a place where they're fluently open about it, right? They're fluently open about it. Their Talmudic beliefs. Like you go to any Om TV, Monkey, where you video chat with the world, live strangers, and get to know what's going on, and you like Sneeko and all them are doing now. Well, we were doing it before, just about Israel. They were doing it for bitches. We were doing it about Israel, or maybe other political things, but we were doing it specifically about that, or I was anyway. I know it's other people doing it now, like Hezbollah or whatever, to teach Palestinian. So I got back to doing it again, but my internet's not over here is not letting me do both. So I gotta catch it late at night. I gotta record it 'cause I can't stream it like he does. So now I got OBS. So I record these reactions and it not bog down the internet doing both. So yeah, so that's what I think. I think it is everybody. And you keep, oh, there's gotta be, oh, there's gotta be, oh, there's gotta, nigga. I don't care how nice and soft they seem, and even if you've had dinner with these people, if they up in these positions, if they ain't left, if they last longer than, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Occasionally, you get a real down hard Christian person, they pop, right? And they may have a little fame, maybe a year or two, few years, 5 years at the most, an album or two. Look at Oliver Anthony. He had a record, 100 million in a day. What did he hit? His views were record. And he's like at a billion, whatever it is for that song. And he's like, oh, well, I guess I'm not telling myself, hold on, wait. Jesus, God, Bible, this. Everywhere he goes. Nothing. If he would have just mocked the pain of suffering and then sold out and took the money, maybe he did. I don't remember where I was going with it, but that's my point. Larry Silverstein, that's my reaction to TikTok, my reaction to him being confirmed in the files, and us going over this again. That, yeah, Larry Silverstein, who at the time most of us didn't know was a Jew, now that they're all openly Jew or Israeli, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the common denominator here. And why are y'all guys still getting offended? It's just, nothing, bro. Right? Nothing at all. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. It's the Jew. Jew, 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 Jew. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, oh no, but somehow we have to keep do better job at blaming the Muslims. Like, nope, I stand with my Muslim brothers. Asham Allah or Assalamu alaikum or whatever. I'm still learning. I stand with you guys. Basically, like, got two religions that probably were just like Gnostic or something, bro, and had our own version of like what the Hindus and all them and the natives do, right? We all came together and probably worked together. It's probably like pieces of a Pangea puzzle. But honestly, now that it's come clear to celebrate this, it was never the Muslims. The Jews kept trying to kept getting us fighting the Muslims. We've all like, hell no, we're not doing that no more. And now they're pissed. Like, no, you guys go fight the Muslims. Well, I think the outside of these, it's like I think my research so far shows that there's like Schofield versions, Jewish rewritten versions of Christianity and Islam. I think Jesus basically came to both religions to say that, look, we're all one fucking energy, one conscious thing that manifested individually because it was bored and kind of forgot about it for a while. That's what God or what Christ, that chrism oil going back to the white light or whatever you want to call it, that's what people are afraid of. No, they want it to be exactly like Earth, a new body, but they can't die. Streets of gold. That's a lie they sold you, because that's scary to these Jews that they can't have their individuality to rape kids, and that they're all one. It scares them because it scares them because it goes against like, get out of here, cats, go. I just can't get it today. All those other buttons I keep hitting. But I don't know. That's just my little rant. I gotta try to make content every day. Gonna be reacting to more songs, more AI songs, more truth songs. I might play a little bit of 15-minute early of this Al Jazeera. Because I have to wait on this new phone to come in the mail. I can't remote desktop and then switch it. But anyway, yeah, check me out, man. A lot of my shit got deleted. We're coming back. Hopefully we can keep the buzz up with this uh upscrolled, which he needs to have some kind of at least an Instagram like live feature. Instagram made it you have to have like so many followers, so much engagement. I hate when I download the song twice or I Get the like video and the audio, and I download it twice or something. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we might wait till this song is over, and then we'll do it. So, yep, he's a Jew. They're all Jews. And this is, I feel like this is only going to grow even bigger until Jews just give it up and say, yeah, we were lying to you. And go back, whatever role, go back to their underground cities. They built all these underground cities to avoid the day that either the Lord comes or they trigger the Lord comes and floods us all out except the ones, or that they trigger a flood because we're in a terrarium and they know how to make it flood in here. And they're trying to crack open the little gates on the top, like Stargate of the dome. So yeah, I think they're trying to crack the sky on purpose. They got a lot of music. The Illuminati puts out songs titled "Crack the Sky" in every genre, and then you see them really doing that, and they put it out in the movies. Guys, like, come on, come on. So this is what's going on. Follow me for more. My voice is worn out from yelling at people and debating on apps that don't exist anymore or won't let me on. My face is banned everywhere. And shit, I don't know. So far, I ain't been kicked out of nowhere from my anti-Semitism. Shit, Jews cuss me out all the time on this app. I think the sneaky was playing. What do I know?